Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now then, the ball's come loose. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two.
He's got tall! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Conte. Now it's Doué. Now it's Thuram. Doué. And he's searching through. Oh, well played, well played. It's a throw-in. Mbappe, Camavinga, Bellingham, and no, that was never going to make it. Some really good ball movement. Valverde moves wide and looking to get onto this. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tries to play it through, and he shoots! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Played into space out wide. That's going to go a long way. That is Conte. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Dembele. And that's a good ball. Chance, surely! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Knocks it into space. Mbappe receives it in a wide position.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Valverde plays it all the way forward. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mbappe, he's found a way through. Lovely feet, foot in. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Great vision. Saliba cuts out the pass. That's a cute ball. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Dembele.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He has found the way through. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Koundé. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Cleared without hesitation. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Sostituzioni di giocatori. Numero 3.
And the second half gets underway.
Numero 24.
Madrid decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Doué. Mendy promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Conte has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Oh, it's Dembele. Defending of the desperate variety. Hangs in, up he goes! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And now they can spring out of defence. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the counter is on. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's a little off target.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113
Now it's Bellingham.
spettatori.
Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Tchouaméni. And a shot! That's another chance! Vinicius Junior! It's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. And he welcomes it in. He's shifting through the gears here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now it's Mbappe. Kone. Thuram. Tchouaméni. Oh, they can break here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Koundé for Olise. Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Thuram is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 12, numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 19, il numero 4.
Mendy. That's gone for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Madrid will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Barcola aims beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Hernandez crosses. Mendy clears it away. And here's Mbappe. That's good play. Now there's a fine ball. Played out wide. And it's Koundé. Can he get on the end of this? Passes short and sharp. He can get that clear. France have reclaimed it. Out towards the flank. It's a good spell of possession, this. Olise gets into a good position. That's a sharp pass. Ceballos threads one in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Barcola. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Quality ball. Now it's Bellingham. And it's Carvajal. He's through here. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
No, that's been intercepted.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Dani Ceballos. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. And that will be the final act. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. I'm ready to see what unfolds in this one.
Goes for a shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, played through for the wide man.
Such good technique.
Lovely feet. Alaba, not the most accurate pass. Dembele, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's played in low. Doué.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a good ball out wide. He has found a way through. Delivery from Mbappe. Danger averted for now. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. This looks promising. And it's made its way to him. And here's Doué.
Doué really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary. Chance here to counter. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. He's picked his way through. Alaba. And it's Conte. And this is Dembele. And he's got the beating of his man. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Valverde. Probing pass. Alexander-Arnold. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Dembele has it in a wide position. Can he latch on to this? That has been knocked clear. Alaba.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. Aimed beyond the defence. Doué. Now it's Thuram. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Dembele. That has found him in acres of space.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Crossed in again. Chance! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Thuram quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Madrid are one up and looking to... Oh, they could be caught out here. Howson. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? And the counter is on. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think, on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Madrid happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a seguire le indicazioni delle forze dell'ordine visualizzate a breve sul
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Dembele. Now this could be a chance. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Howson cuts out the pass. Mbappe. And the shot's on here. Conte. Doué. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. Now can he... And he shoots! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pinches it off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mendy does well to get it back. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That is a brilliant interception. Valverde. Alaba. Searching pass he's played there. Koundé. Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. Valverde. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Great ball, and he's in here. Great chance! And he hits the net. And they get themselves in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Lasciano il campo per
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Sostituzione.
Thuram! Straight at the keeper.
Thuram might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
France do have a chance to counter here. Valverde. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Back into the middle. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Carvajal. Valverde. Now Hausen. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivers with whip. Rudiger tries to clear. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Fofana. Played into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ceballos. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Thuram. Valverde makes the interception. Bellingham.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's there to get it away. Mbappe, distributed tidily. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Very much into the last knockings. Looking to play him in. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 8.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 3.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Eder Militao. Bellingham. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
Mbappe chasing after it. Fran Garcia. And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Vi informiamo che si prevede traffico
Any reflections
intenso
on what
nei
you've seen,
dintorni
Jim?
dello
Well, it's a
stadio
win
dopo la
that
partita.
came as a result.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Oggi si incontrano.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. We have already started here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mendy is there and he can get that clear. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nicely shaped ball. He welcomes it in. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Doué. He's cut it out. Camavinga. Knocks it out wide.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Swings it across. Knocks it into space. Chouameni. Camavinga. Now it's Camavinga. Nicely weighted ball. Vinicius Junior. Thuram is herring after that one. Hernandez. That's a little off target. Engages and forces him off the ball. Thuram! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That's been drilled forward. Now he's off and running. Dembele. That is Conte. And here's Thuram. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for the run. Can he get onto this? Vinicius Junior. Doué. Now Mbappe. 30 minutes gone. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Mbappe. Chouameni. Doué. Camavinga. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That is good alertness. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And here's Thuram. And it's Conte. And this is Dembele. Now who's going to be first to this? Ambitious ball here. Floated through. Good ball. Mbappe. Big chance! They scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, this is a great... And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Madrid are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, it's Dembele. He's got away. Dembele. Conte. Upamecano. Tries to play it through. Hernandez gets into a good position. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's played it back. Mbappe. Madrid are looking to break at pace. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Real chance! And he hits the net! France are back on level terms. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
That's Valverde. Valverde! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that was nowhere near his best. Nice physical challenge. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Mbappe. Koundé. And it's Tchouaméni. Valverde. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. And there's green grass ahead of him. Shot, surely! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's had a hit. Oh, just wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 6.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 4. Attenzione, un cambio.
And it's Valverde. No, that's been intercepted. Thuram might just make this. Well, they can break here. Now it's Thuram. Chance! Goal! France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
France get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Looking tidy in possession here. Now that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he's intervened well there. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Can he get it through? Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Bellingham finds himself offside.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 8.
So here comes the substitution.
Numero 14. Numero 23. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15.
Fofana.
Il numero 11.
Challenge
Il
just a
numero
bit on the
21.
firm side.
Il numero 3.
Alaba. And it's Diaz. He's in space and looking for options. He's in a great position here. And shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Alaba goes short, and that's aimed into the middle. And that has been clubbed away.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, really well played.
Kolomuani's cross. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Caught offside that time. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Brahim Diaz goes for a shot! And that is that. Madrid can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. The action has already started. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed. And
a header! Goal! France! And France are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Doué. Good ball, good Doué! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mendy, looking for options for movement.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's had it nicked away. Camavinga.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tries to pass it through. Fofana. Threads one in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Upamecano. It's Fofana. Eder Militao. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Valverde stood his ground strongly. Fofana, not the most accurate pass. Valverde. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. This looks promising. And he's onside. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bellingham. Shot, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hernandez. Upamecano. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, what has happened? Shoots! They've scored! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Nicely aimed pass. Well read, nice interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
He rises! Oh, it's hit the post! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now here's the delivery. Has a look up and drives it forward. He's in a great position here. He has found the way through. It's a goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. Camavinga picks it up out wide. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Signore e signori, preparate I biglietti. È ora di annunciare I vincitori dell'estrazione di oggi.
Here we go again then. Madrid didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Chouameni. Alaba.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that's definitely not his best. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Mbappe. Fofana. And no, that was never going to make it. Koundé. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, it's Dembele. Tries to play it through. Now there's a fine ball. Takes a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, super. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Fofana. It's a good spell of possession, this. Fofana. Can he finish? No mistake! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
It's become a case of men against boys. Doué.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
France are looking to break at pace. He's picked his way through. Dembele. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's found the way through. Now, can he find a finish? And that's played in low. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 6.
So, time for
Numero
changes
8.
on both sides,
Lasciano
actually.
il campo per il numero 14 e il numero 2. Attenzione, un cambio.
Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Barcola. Now it's Olise. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now it's Colomwani. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. Vinicius Junior. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Olise, Colomwani. It is a corner. France with the corner, there first.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
You get a throw in. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's on it, can he get away? Very nicely done. Vinicius Junior has got himself a free kick. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Mbappe! No, got right underneath it. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Olise. Olise is wide and looking to get onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. He's looking wide. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Played out towards the right wing. Bellingham. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Mbappe. Now Barcola. Well, that is one way to stop him. Barcola has been caught there, it's a foul. Alexander-Arnold has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Plays it across. Eder Militao is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Hernandez. Looking to play him in. Shot could be... Real chance! He scored! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
France are having a terrific header. And that has faded wide. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the play.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium and I've been hit by it too.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Hernandez crosses. And that's the keeper's ball. Distributed tidily. Brahim Diaz. And the counter is on. Hernandez. Ambitious ball here. He's in space and looking for options. Goes for a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Doué. Pass somewhat off target. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni.
And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Thuram deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Fofana does really well to win the ball there. Great vision. Dembele in acres of space out wide. They get a throw-in. Now it's Fofana. Ball driven towards the far post. And the keeper beats it away.
France clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Fofana clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And here's Brahim Diaz. Shoots! In for the pieces! Koundé tries to clear. Mbappe. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Doué. France do have a chance to counter here. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Thuram. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now this could be a chance. Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Mbappe hurtling down that right flank. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Saliba, Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he was quick to react. Alaba. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, they've got it again.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Alaba. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Doué. Nice looking ball. Well read, nice interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Bellingham. That is good strength. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Nicely aimed pass. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Defending of the desperate variety. Thuram gets flagged offside. And it's Valverde. Now it's Bellingham. Doué. Alaba. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Brahim Diaz goes steaming forward. Mbappe touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Valverde. It's Fofana. And here's Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Chouameni. Doué. Now Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Howson has given away a free kick. No, that's been intercepted. Mbappe. Dembele. Bullish header! What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Madrid still this single goal behind. Chouameni. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and getting the right position to do that collectively.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, it's Dembele! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Il numero 15.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Bellingham. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Mbappe, picked out brilliantly. That's an excellent interception. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Chouameni. Howson. Now it's Kolomuani. Thuram. And he's in on a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Are pulling